The sun has been around for as long as I can remember, about 4.5 billion years to be exact. Ever you guys wondered how the satellite can functioning in the outer space without electric supply? Yeah, it is because of the solar cells. Then why people are still using non-renewable energy as power supply? It is clearly shows that solar energy is free and long-lasting, as well as people no need to pay taxes or bills to God for using it. As a mechanical engineering student, currently I am doing a project and research on renewable energy products. Besides that, as a project leader in Mechanical Engineering Student Society, MESTI, I've done a solar company visit and gave a talk on sustainable development goals for third year mechanical engineering students. Hello and good morning. I am Kugan and I am interested to give a speech on should students give more attention on renewable energy. For today's speech, the contents that I mainly focusing are problem of using non-renewable energy, how to escape out, how it affects students, academic, and how renewable energy help us to escape from this problem. It is stated that using electric appliances, especially those we plug into the socket, consume high electricity. Then what are the effects of it? Based on my knowledge and research, high electricity consumption effect in climate change. Burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas to produce power and heat is a major contributor to the glasshouse gases that cover the earth and trap the sun's heat. Although burning fossil fuels still produces the majority of electricity, greener energy options are becoming more and more popular. Again, I want to repeat, green energy options are becoming more and more popular. Besides that, the multiple usage of gadgets among students causes high electric consumption. Based on the research conducted by University of California students in 2014, total results showed that students use on average just over 5 kilowatt hours of energy each week, with, with over 90% of students using less than 12 kilowatt hour. Students most likely to use laptops, smartphones, tablets, earphones, laptop cooling tray as essential tool in their studies. With government providing free tablets, it is become a strong contributing factor to the point I mentioned earlier. Some people are wondering why students have to use so many gadgets at a time. It is because devices aid students in expediting their work. The student's life will be easier thanks to gadgets. This is because technology supports people's productive work. For instance, students can finish any form of academic job swiftly with the aid of these devices. Based on the explanation I give, I hope that you are aware and understand that using non-renewable energy causes high electric consumption. Now, let's move on to the extent of high electric consumption that students are facing. Next, frequent electric cutoff affects students' mental health. According to the International Journal of Mental Health Systems, due to the inconsistent power supply, approximately 26% of the students surveyed reported feeling uncomfortable, tense, or on edge visually every day. The campus version of the load shedding is the electric cutoff. Students are unable to study as a result of the load shedding in the campus block, which has the adverse effect in their academic performance and increases the risk of mental health diseases. As an illustration, consider a situation where students is working extremely hard to prepare for an exam and then power goes out in the building, making it impossible for the students to study. For the student, this will be a worse disappointment. Using this non-renewable energy not only affects our environment, but it also affects people, especially students' mental health. To cope this issue, we must come up with a solution as soon as possible. Thus, students should start focusing on renewable energy. Students should use sun and air instead of electricity to dry their clothes. To power up their electric appliances, students ought to use solar panels which generate electricity by using solar energy or buying electric appliances which already has solar panels in it. Do you guys know how electricity is formed from the solar panel? When the solar shines onto the solar panel, energy from the sunlight is absorbed by the PV cells, which is photovoltaic cells in the panel. This energy creates electrical charges that moves in response to an internal electrical field in the cell, causing electricity to flow. Besides that, renewable energies can reduce the effect of high electric consumption. Even though electric appliances consumes a lot of electric, but it won't affect the climate change because renewable energy is a natural source and it does not emit carbon dioxide or any other gases. Students can use multiple gadgets without any worry of electric cut off because 1000-watt solar panels is suitable to our campus room and produce a huge amount of electricity. Thus, they can use multiple gadgets at a time while studying. According to the National Geography, renewable energy usually tops the list of changes the world can implement to stave off the worst effects of rising temperature. That's because renewable energy sources such as solar and wind don't emit carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases that contribute to global warming. From the problem and solution that I stated, we can see that renewable energy is the best energy to use as our power supply. And with the evidence I stated, it shows renewable energy at least to no disadvantage. Well, that's it. Let me finish my speech with a conclusion. In summary, let me review all the main points that I have stated during my speech. The problem faced when using renewable energy is high electric consumption and it affects in climate change. The extent of problem is students should reduce the usage of electricity and dependency on non-renewable energy. Students, the only thing I want you guys are please start practicing renewable energy every day. As I mentioned earlier, renewable energies are 100% environmental friendly, which can solve many environmental problems when we pay attention on it. I would like to end my speech with a quote. I did put my money on the sun and solar energy. What a source of power. I hope we don't have to wait until oil and coal run out before we tackle it. Thomas Alva Edison. Thank you.